Like, let's take a four group with the left hand, something simple. And I want to go ahead and just look at how we can play that group or any group and permutate the dynamics with the right hand. Now, we've gone through our quarter note through 16th note permutations. Quarter note, no variation in dynamic. Eighth note, triplet or group of three. That would be a two group. The eighth note, group of three, would be the triplet, and so on. And of course the 16th note, and so on. Let's go above that and we'll do the 5 group, the 6 group, and the 7 group. But really what I'm interested in is when we apply those groups is not to actually play the group and accent it in its entirety. In other words, every beginning of the group. Let's divide that up and find ways to use our earlier permutations to create divisions. So in the 5 group, of course, we can do 2 and 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Or in the 6 group, of course, it's just 2 triplets, or we could do groups of 2. With a real emphasis on the beginning of the 6th group. Or we could do a 4 and a 2. And so on. Now in the 7th group, of course, we could divide that up with what we have at our disposal earlier. We've got the 3 group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a 4 group. Or we could do two groups and a 3 group. Now let's see, the challenge is, can you maintain that ability to impose any dynamic grouping that you feel would accent your idea best at the moment or within a composition, or if you're arranging for a larger ensemble, you may want emphasis on the dynamics throughout the ensemble in different places. And this is a way to actually control it, and you really become aware of dynamics when you practice them like this. And you can do this in 1 minute. Also, divide up your groups in the left hand. Make sure that if you may do all of the permutations that we just discussed, but do it with a 3 group. 1, 2, 3. Perfect for our triplets. This is how we practice our triplets, right? Well, apply 16th notes. And a 5 group. And so on. So be able to apply any dynamic grouping with the right hand to any grouping of the left hand. Now I could go through and do scales that way. And remember, of course, our pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale. So just by adding the dynamic of a 5 group to the scale, it becomes more musical. So my challenge to you is, can you control these dynamic groupings above the standard 4 groups that we have? 4 groups, the quarter note, the 8th note, the triplet, and the 16th. Now go to your 5 groups, go to your 6 group, go to your 7 group, go to your 8 group or 9 group, but you see the point. The point is to be able to accent your phrasing at will, and don't let the right hand become just a pattern player, okay? So there's my challenge to you. That's my Technical Tuesday. I hope everybody's hanging in there, and I'll see you soon.